Hello, this is Mr. Morton, and this is a review of Chapter 10B in preparation for Tuesday's test, April 15. Okay, so for this problem, we're told that SR is tangent to the circle with the center Q. So if a segment or a line is tangent to a circle, it makes a right angle. We're told that QR is equal to 6, QS is equal to 10, and we're going to figure out what SR is. So students have to use the Pythagorean theorem to figure out the answer for this. So 6 squared plus x squared equals 10 squared. The thing students have to be aware of, or remember, is that the length that goes into the Pythagorean theorem formula, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. For c, it must be the side that's opposite the 90-degree angle. In this case, it's 10. So this is 36 plus x squared equals 100. Subtract 36 from both sides, you get x squared equals 64. We have to take the square root of both sides. So x equals positive 8. And this is the answer. All right, so let's look at B. Correction, A2. Determine whether AB is tangent. Show your work justifying your answer. So for this problem, it's like the opposite of the first problem. The first problem, we were told that the line segment was tangent, and therefore we know it's a right angle. This one, we got to determine if this is a right angle. So how do we know it's a right angle? We know that that triangle is a right triangle if it satisfies the Pythagorean theorem. So you have to remember that the radius or radii are all the same, so that length is going to be 12 because from C to B is 12. It's the same as A to C. So then I can put 12 squared in place of A, 16 can go in place of B, and then 20 squared for the C. So that's 144, that's 256, and that's 400. And when you add them up, left and right sides do equal. That means that segment AB is tangent to the circle. All right, A3. Determine whether or not QT is tangent. The radius is 5. So that's 5, that's 5. QY is 12. So QY is 12, and we need to, QT is 13. This problem is exactly like A2. The only difference is you have to write the information on the diagram yourself. So we know it's tangent if that's a right angle. Again, I'm going to see if these numbers for the lengths of this triangle, the sides of the triangle, I want to see if it satisfies the Pythagorean theorem. So for A, I can use 5 squared. For B, I can use 13 squared, and for C, I must use the 12 plus 5 squared because that represents the hypotenuse. So that's 25, it's going to be 169, 12 plus 5 is 17, 17 squared is 289. So I can see that these two sides won't equal. Therefore, I can say that segment QT is not tangent to the circle.